morning, guys. Chase just heard the little beep and goes, "Hi, guys," because he knew what was up. Say hi. You gotta go get dressed, buddy. We gotta go. Say hi. Okay, so here's my update. Sorry it's so shaky. Today is P3 day 20, and I was up 0.8. This morning when I first got up at 5 to go work out, which more on that later, but I was up 2.2, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I guess that broccoli and cheese soup didn't agree with me, which I'm going to have to look up the recipe, but I mean, she told me it was just broccoli and cheese, so I thought I'd be fine. But it could just be because it was something different. But I knew it wasn't a real 2.2, but I took note of it, like, okay, obviously, this isn't something I can eat all the time. And I did have, my stomach was upset yesterday, so I don't know, but I had an Atkins bar before that, which, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of, but it was what I had. I was volunteering, I was busy. So, but anyway, so then I waited an hour for my people to run, and they never showed up. So then I went back to bed at 6, so an hour later. Ugh, gotta stay in bed. So I went and laid back in bed and got back up at 7:20 and weighed. And I mean, I weigh at, sometimes 7, sometimes 5, like it's not, all the time. But this time I was only at 0.8. So that was a big difference, So I'll go with that one. It makes more sense, and, being up the 0.8, that's fine. I did have like 30 grams of sugar yesterday, whereas the other, and that was, I'm pretty sure, just from the soup and the salad dressing. I think, and the salad dressing was just ranch, and I used a tiny bit, but, but it did, I've been having like 9 grams of sugar a day, the last several days. And that's when I've been losing. Awesome.
I had that day, Mickey Mouse puzzle.
That's awesome. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse puzzle game on the iPad. But yeah, so I, it's fine. I didn't get to run yesterday because my person canceled. So, and I told you guys that I seem to have releases on the days that I run the next day, which I don't know why that is, because anytime I've done any other kind of calorie counting or anything, that hasn't been the case, but it is, so whatever. So I was disappointed that I wasn't going to get to run this morning, but I guess some of my girlfriends got really sick, and some of them, their kids were sick, so it doesn't sound good. But anyway, so my other friend we're going to go to the Y here in a few minutes and do 5 miles, so I'm excited about that because that's longer than I typically, run. It'll be on the treadmill. I don't usually do the treadmill either. So that'll be interesting, but it should be pretty easy. And I'm excited to just get a run in because I didn't do anything yesterday. And I literally was in the car this morning at 5:30 driving to this place and had to come back home. But anyway, it's okay. I couldn't, help it. So, so I'm going to go and do that. I thought about making, I've had mug cakes every day, and the flaxseed meal seem to do great with. I thought about making my coconut flour pizza tonight. We'll just see what my appetite calls for. I thought about making it, but then with the 0.8 up, I kind of wanted to maybe get that back off so that I can really test and see how I do with the coconut flour, and because I've tested with it here and there, but just to see, and make sure that, is it the coconut flour that I'm not reacting well to? Clearly my body does best with, very minimal sugar, which, whose body doesn't? Kind of, really, doesn't everybody's? But it is kind of a bummer, to have had that soup and saw that 2.2 gain, because, I had a cup of it, and it was just broccoli and cheese. It was Velveeta cheese, which, again, not a fan of. It's not real cheese, but anyway, and it had milk in it. And I don't think she said it had flour in it, but I'm going to Google it in just a minute and see if it does have flour. Maybe that's part of the problem. I had a lot of calories yesterday again, I thought maybe not working out I wouldn't, but I did. So, again, just eating to hunger. I'm not overeating. I guess I could test out and see if you know, cutting my meals in half, but, you know, see if I was satisfied sooner than I'm realizing. Like yesterday when I ate the soup and salad, I mean, I was stuffed halfway through. I mean, I was really past satisfied. But then I got a little bit more soup, but then ironically, like an hour later, I was hungry. And I wanted to ask if any of you other guys have experienced that. Like, you know, I'm eating 6 times a day, and it's like I'll eat something and feel really, really full. I mean, not stuffed like we used to would have eaten, but, you know, I'll feel full. And then, you know, an hour later, I'm hungry. So it's like, well, do I need to eat more at that sitting, or am I just going to eat several times a day? And then it comes up with, you know, we were traveling yesterday, and, you know, you try to, like, eat a little bit more to hold you over. And, I mean, I know that's not good. We go back to the store today or tomorrow, pick up more almonds and Think Thin bars and things like that so that I don't feel like I need to do that, you know. So we'll see. My sister started her HCG today, so she's loading today, and I'm having her do the 250 for her load days like you guys have done. She's not, I don't know if she's doing all of the target loading with, you know, no carbs or anything, but she says she doesn't really eat any carbs anyway, which I do not believe, but she always says that. That's kind of her claim to fame, but so she'll be loading the next couple of days, and then she's going to do Robin's approach. She's read that book, and she's going to, you know, not weigh herself for the most part, maybe once a week, maybe less than that. We'll see. So you guys say a prayer for her. She will not be on here, but her name is Melody, and she really, really, really is struggling. I mean, she really wants this weight off. She typically works out a lot. She runs, and I mean, she's put on some weight, like I would say 45 or 50 pounds, and just from stressful job. I mean, just from working like 70, 80 hours a week. She oversees like 150 people, and it just, her company has gone through bankruptcy and been rebought several times, and just a lot. It's just a high stress, you know, financial job, so in finance. So anyway, so that's that, but you guys can think about her and any encouragement for her. And I was really worried she wasn't going to figure out how to mix everything. She ordered from HCG Chica's site, and but she figured out this morning, called me at 5 a.m. So that's one good reason I was up at 5 a.m. even if my friends didn't get to run. So anyway, that's my update. What do you guys think? Should I make the pizza? Should I not? You guys can write it below, hopefully before dinner time, and let me know what you think. And also thought about making a crustless, like, taco bake. I know I ate that all week, but I have another thing of hamburger meat, and it's just easy. So, anyway. Alright, well, we love you guys. I hope you have a good day, and I'll be watching vlogs like crazy today during nap time. Hey, Chase, do you want to say bye-bye? You saying bye-bye?
Yeah,
Say bye-bye.
my hair.
I know, your head always looks, your face always looks different when we do it like this.
Yeah.
I see it. Alright, say bye-bye. Can you say bye?
Bye.
What happened to your head?
See?
I do see it.
Something yeah, my hair.
Oh no, we'll have to check it out.
No, don't do it.
Don't cut it. Alright, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.